Strictly Come Dancing Week 4 brought another fabulous show to our screens with some incredible performances. Amy and Tom charmed viewers with their Fred and Ginger style foxtrot, Reese and Nancy brought the house down with their salsa, and Aliash and Sarah topped the leaderboard with a fiercely brilliant tango. Welcome back to Strictly Insider, where we're going to be joined by another amazing guest from the Strictly family who has left the show, but not completely. Welcome, Janette.
How strange has it been for you this year to sort of be not on the main show, but watching it from the sidelines?
Well, I mean, I've always been a mega fan of Strictly. Even when I was in it, I was like everybody's biggest cheerleader up in Claudia's area, screaming at the top of my lungs when somebody did well, or screaming at the judges if they were unfair or something. When I watch the show, I'm literally like engulfed in it. Like I'm obsessed with the couples and the routines and just the whole thing. So I think I've just become an even bigger mega fan than I was before.
Oh, so going back to Saturday night then, who was your standout performance?
Well, I mean, I'm not allowed favorites anymore because I'm on It Takes Two. So I've got to be across the board. But standouts that I think everyone will agree on were definitely Aliash and Sarah, top of the leaderboard. She is such a ballroom girl, but you know, I'm intrigued to see how she's gonna do with more Latin. She's done samba and she's done cha-cha. Cha-cha didn't go so great. Last week she did ballroom again with the tango, and she showed us again how brilliant she is at the ballroom. But it's just, they were world class at the weekend. I was very proud of my husband and really, really proud of her because I just am baffled at the fact that she's a non-dancer. She's never done this before. She's a mom of two. She's still fully running her business. I don't know when she sleeps. And then she comes out and does what she did on Saturday night. So loved them too. I think they were really harsh on AJ. I loved AJ. I thought AJ Samba was amazing at the weekend, and kind of giving her, I think it was a 5 he gave her.
Yeah,
I was like, no way, like there's no way that would be a 5 in my books. It was a great weekend. I think there's a lot of great moments at the weekend.
No, absolutely. And you know, we're going into week 5 and we've already had a 10, some 8s and 9s. Is that surprising at this part of the competition?
Do you know what? I don't think it is, because the level of dancing every year just seems to get stronger and stronger, which is probably why scores get higher and higher, earlier and earlier. I feel like this is going to be one of those series, probably one of the best to watch, because I genuinely cannot call who is going to be in the final or who's going to go out next week. I really think it will be on a week by week basis.
It's always sad to see someone leave. And, you know, do you think the right person left this week?
Oh, to be honest with you, that's a very tough call to make. I think Judy's quality of performance is so sensational, but she did make a couple mistakes. I don't mind being one of the other judges, but to be the head judge and have to make that decision, it really just comes down to opinions. There's no right or wrong. It's just what you preferred or not preferred, what you're looking for versus what somebody else is looking for. So I don't want to say one or the other, because I genuinely could not have been able to make that decision. I really feel for Judy, because I think it must be so, you know, hard. I know, because I've been there. So to have yourself find yourself in the dance off again, a second time, and especially with a song that was so emotional for her, that meant to music about her dad, and it was quite touching and moving.
Yeah.
So I think hats off to her for coming out and fighting anyway in that dance off.
Can we take a minute to appreciate the lifts between Katya and Adam, because they were next level, weren't they? And I know that you've done so many cool tricks in the past as well. Like, how is it teaching something like that to a non-dancer?
The partner work that goes into the lifts, the timing, the connection that they have to be exactly on the same foot, exactly on the same weights, exactly on the same kind of positioning for the things that they were doing, was really like professional level. And it is scary as a pro to kind of trust a non-dancer to kind of
do
go
that
out there and do these lifts. But it just goes to show you, you know, how good of number one, that Katya is as a teacher. She's taught him very well. And two, their compatibility as partners. They're able to really trust one another to go for something like that. I think Adam's another one to really watch out for. And I like that he is getting better. You know, he is showing improvement. He had a couple of weeks where he was a little bit down and he exposed himself. He was very vulnerable with the rumba, very nervous with his quick step. But now he came in with this Argentine tango and he's like, bam, I'm here. Gonna flip her there, gonna put her here. Like, it was amazing to watch.
So I've got to ask, after every elimination, everyone says they have found a friend for life. Is that true with you and your dance partners?
At least for me, it 100% is. I talk to all of my partners all the time. So, I was just with Julie McDonald. It was Ashley Roberts' big 40th birthday bash last Friday. And he was there and we danced the night away, Julian and I. Think about it, you're together for a long time, hours upon hours a day. You're going through ups and downs together, really good highs, really sad lows, and you've got each other's back throughout this journey. So you kind of create a really nice friendship that just, you can't ever forget it. For us pros, yes, we come back and we get a new dance partner, but every year is different. Every year feels different. And I think especially for the celebs, this is the one time they're ever gonna do Strictly. So they will always keep touch with their professional partner because it's a part of their life that they're never going to get to experience again, really.
Yeah
Absolutely. And I've got to ask, because obviously, Aliash is performing, do you feel like, you said you can't have favorites, but is there just a little bit of you that's like, come on Aliash, you can do it?
Well, as a wife, if I take my It Takes Two presenting hat off, as a wife, of course, he's my husband, of course I want him to do well. But I am very, very fair in my judgment. I'm very, very fair in kind of, even when I was competing on Strictly, I would help other couples. If another couple asked me for advice, or if another professional, another celeb would come and ask me, how can I make this better? Do you think I should change this, change that? I will always offer it and I would always be there. And Aliash is no different to that. Obviously, there's the emotional attachment. He's my husband. Of course you want your husband to do well. But I'm just rooting for the show to carry on and for the show to do brilliantly and for the viewers to enjoy watching every single weekend, because I just think it's the best TV show on telly, really. And that's me picking a favorite, but with no no fear of bias there.
And speaking of It Takes Two, how are you finding it?
I am obsessed with the show. I am so happy to be doing it. I think 8 years ago, or 9 years ago, really it was, when I walked in and I met Zoe Ball for the first time. She was so welcoming, so warm, so friendly, and she just made me feel so comfortable and so warm and fuzzy on the inside when I was sat there with her. And I remember thinking, man, if I can do that someday, if I can provide that to somebody someday and just talk about dancing, that's my biggest passion in life. So to finally be able to do it and finally be that person now for the couples that are competing now, it's like a huge dream come true.
Well, it's been amazing chatting to you. We could literally chat to you all day. But I guess finally, we've got to ask, is there anyone next Saturday that you think could potentially be in trouble or might need to up their game a little bit?
I won't know until I see what the dances are.
Okay.
I think depending on the dance that they're getting, depending on it depends on so many things. How many hours they were able to rehearse. Is it a song that they love and relate to and can really go for in their performance? Everybody's got different strengths and weaknesses. Some people are better at ballroom, some people are better at Latin. I'm curious to see what happens with Hugo because I'm concerned for his health. I know he had a really bad back injury and he had to kind of pull out this last weekend because of his injury. So I'm just sending him positive vibes and I'm hoping that he copes well with this week so that we get him back at the weekend and performing well. But who knows? We'll have to just wait and see when we see who's doing what. That's when I kind of go, ooh, I'm interested to see how that's going to go. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Janette. It's been amazing chatting to you.
No, right. Thank you for having me. I love it.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye. See you on Wednesday or Thursday.
Absolutely. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye. Thanks so much for watching Strictly Insider this week. Don't forget to tune in next time where we'll be joined by another fabulous guest. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.